What do designers get wrong about metrics? I've asked Kate Rudder to join us and help answer that question. Kate is a former adaptive path person, one of the co-founders of Luxor. Now she has her own consultancy in Aleto, which helps customers and organizations get together through visual communication. And she knows quite a bit about this area. If you know Kate, Kate, what is it that designers get wrong again and again about metrics?
That's a great question. There's a lot that designers get wrong about metrics and some simple ways where we can get them righter. So I'm going to cover about 3 things. The first is we often use proxies for measuring customer value. And what I mean by that is because there's such a rich world of metrics and analytics out there, and product teams have been measuring certain things for a long time, we often just use those when we try and figure out if our product is working for our customers, but they tend to not be sufficient. So we need to move beyond company level metrics, things like sales or market share or profit, or even team level metrics like productivity or the delivery tempo or OKRs, and sometimes even product level metrics like daily active users or lifetime value or churn. All of those things are solid to measure, but they don't deliver the specifics of whether our product works for our customers. So when I talk about product level metrics, or even feature level metrics or interaction level metrics, it's a way for designers to think about what is this product doing for our customers that they can't do without it. And I call that a core use or a key use. There's a variety of different ways companies talk about it. I've heard core action, we know of jobs to be done, we know of primary tasks, but that's the thing we need to start to measure. And it turns out that without having that in mind during the design process, we actually end up designing products that can't be measured in that regard. And that's one major and simple in premise, but kind of complicated in practice. That is one big thing we can change. Having the metric in mind as we construct and design the detailed interactions and UI for our products. So another thing I think designers can do better with metrics is we still have the mindset that metrics are a grade. And instead, I think we can think of them as a feedback loop. Until you can actually understand the measurement of your product when people are using it, you don't know what to improve. You don't know if it's good enough. So being able to define a metric that successfully assesses that people are getting value out of your product, and then when the metric isn't hitting its goal, then you can start doing things like user research to figure out why. And that's that virtuous cycle that helps our products get better over iteration and iteration. So think about metrics as information for improvement. Actionable metrics is the term we often use, instead of having it be a win or lose situation. It's not that kind of game. Metrics aren't a grade, they're a feedback loop. So the third part that is important is it's easier to read about this and to learn about it than it is to actually put it into practice. It's really important to get hands-on and to practice the thinking and the making tools to be able to define a good actionable metric. A friend of mine once said this great quote, never forgot it, which is, reading about dancing and thinking about dancing isn't the same as dancing. And I think the same thing holds true for this kind of practice. So that's what we'll do in my workshop. People will get hands-on.
And that's what Kate's going to be teaching in her workshop, Crafting Metrics for UX Success. It's a full-day workshop that Rosenfeld Media is hosting in New York City on July 12th and in San Francisco on November 7th. You can go to rosenfeldmedia.com or click on the link associated with this video to learn more. Thanks, Kate.